purpose. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to listen to a little bit of words that Jesse Thompson's got to say today. What another beautiful day. Every day that we're alive is a great day. Every day that we can breathe is a great day. Be grateful. We get to walk around this earth. We get to eat some delicious food. There's a lot of beautiful moments. Sunshine, rain. Yeah, just stop and give a little gratitude. Show a little appreciation. Show a little love to the person next to you, to the person that you're driving by, or buy that next person a cup of coffee or a cheeseburger. Let somebody in front of you at the grocery store. Just slow down a little bit and appreciate the little things in life. And I promise you, your world's going to have, it's going to be full of joy before you know it. I can tell you I had to do that on Sunday. Woo-wee! Man, today's topic is parenthood. And I'll start with, I'm no therapist. I'm no psychologist. I'm no expert in parenting. I have no formal education about parenting. I got real world experience. I got 3 kids, 3 young kids, and let me tell you, that's challenging. So yeah, this one's for the parents, maybe the ones who are thinking about becoming parents, maybe the ones who've been parents and can relate, or maybe people who just want a little bit of perspective on people who are parents. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of joys and rewards for being a parent, right? You get to see them grow, you get to see them laugh. Seeing a kid laugh is very rewarding. You know, hit a baseball, kick a soccer ball, ride a bike. So there's a lot of rewards, right? You feel a lot of pride as being parents, but there's a lot of struggles, right? I mean, parenting is not easy. If it was, everybody would do it, and there would be a lot more kids. And I mean, there's a lot of kids in the world already, but there's a lot of struggles, right? There's outside noise, there's inside noise, there's, man, the heaviness of the world right now, where the world is at with just a lot of evilness, you know. So the world is a scary place for raising kids right now too, and that's challenging, and that can, you know, that can have a lot of stress on the kids, on the parents. But I'm here to speak about myself. And this last weekend, my wife was gone, and yeah, you know, the kids like to push dad's buttons when he's gone. But so I just wanted to have an episode about parenthood, and just to give other parents out there some hope and encouragement, and just let you know you're not alone and the challenges of being a parent. So for me, you know, I grew up with a family of 4 other siblings. I don't have to go too much into my personal life in that sense. That can be a topic for a different day. But, you know, it was a challenging childhood. Parents went through a divorce. That kind of shaped and molded my next, I don't know, 15, 20 years, 25 years of my life. So yeah, I knew when I became a parent that I was going to try to do things differently. Now, that's not a knock against my parents at all, my mom and dad. I have a great relationship with them right now. They did the best that they could. I have nothing but love for them and appreciation. Because now, being a parent, your mindset shifts, your perspective shifts, and you realize that it's not easy. You know, I could tell you that when I had 1 kid, it was relatively easy. 2 kids was, you know, a little bit more challenging. But for some reason, that 3rd one, right? That one's the game changer. So yeah, I just got a great appreciation for my parents. Like I said, they tried. Myself, I take ownership for my behavior as a kid, as a teenager, as a young adult, that I wasn't the best son either. So that falls on me too. But yeah, I'm not here to talk about them. It's just kind of a backstory. Just knowing that I wanted to be a better parent, right? That's part of my pain, is my childhood, and I'm driving that towards my purpose as a father, to maybe break some mold, to raise my kids in a different perspective. Yeah, and just to have a different outlook on that. So yeah, like I said, our goal as parents is to be there for our kids, right? To ultimately raise them to who they want to become and love them regardless along the way. Whatever they decide to do, whatever they want to do, support them, not to force them in any sport or any activity. You know, many choices to choose from, right? To give them a taste of, sample of a little bit of everything, or whatever they want to do, and just encourage that. So with challenges, with parenting, right? There's just a lot of pressure, like I mentioned. And I've been feeling it lately with the world. My kid, my oldest is 8. You can tell he brings stuff home, right, from school, from other kids. So it's starting, growing up, our kids are at an age where they're starting the outside noise, and that scares me because I'm not ready for that, to be honest. I'm not ready. I'm not where I want to be. And I think that's okay. But I know that, it's awoken another part of me, that part of my new purpose now, where I just from the other day, is that I need to be more intentional. I need to be more present. I need to keep reading up on some parenting tips or different perspectives, holding my kids to boundaries in a sense, whether it's with electronics or TV or ensuring their safety, right? We bring them to church. We don't force them. We ask them, and they choose to go to church, and we love that. So it's giving them the tools and the resources, even at a young age, to find what makes them tick, to find, to fill them with love and peace, and to know that they are loved. Ultimately, they are loved. That's what we want them to know. That's something. It took me a while to love myself. Like I said, I'm not here to blame anybody, and a lot of it's my own selfishness that took me a lot longer to get there than I would have liked. But that's part of my journey, and I don't want my kids to struggle with that. So that's part of parenthood, right? That's part of it being stressful. Is I carry a lot of burden, a lot of pride in a sense, to ensure that they grow up valued, service-driven individuals, and whatever they choose in life, I'm going to support it. We are going to support it, my wife and I, as parents. And something else too, I've learned, I need to forgive myself as a parent too, right? I'm not perfect. There's times where I blow up, I yell, I may say some things or act a certain way, and you need to forgive yourself. As long as you can recognize that behavior was unacceptable, as long as you can recognize how you can improve, and just forgiving yourself and letting it go and just learning from it. Because kids, they don't know any better, right? Kids are kids. We can only offer discipline. We can discipline them, we can give them the tools, the structure, but ultimately kids are going to be kids, and they're going to lash out, and they're going to be wild and goofy and maybe not listen to you at the grocery store when you just pray that they listen, or they want every piece of candy, right? Kids are kids. And so you gotta, for me, we've let that go, right? We've let a little bit of that slide, and that's beautiful because then it allows them to be free and let their personalities and their creativity come out even more. And so, yes, you need to have boundaries and you need to have discipline, but forgiving yourself in those moments, because with that comes growth. And you also need to take time for yourself as a parent. That's something that I think I've done fairly well. We've done fairly well over the years. Is I get up early. That's part of why I get up so early, is I can get quality time alone. I get my sharpening the saw, is how I like to call it. Journaling, meditating, doing my devotions, working out. That's part of my time, right? I have time for me to let go of stress, to regroup, to recoup. And that helps me be a more effective parent. It helps me be more present. When I take time for myself, I don't need to take time for myself with them. I can be with them. I can be engaged with them. I can be focused. I can listen to their goofy little conversations. I can give them hugs and kisses. I can be there when I'm trying to pick them up from school or drop them off. Now, I wish I had all the time in the world, and that's something that I'm working on, how we can do that, because as they get older, man, time flies, and I don't want to miss it, right? Before I know it, they're going to be 18 and out of the house, and man, that's a scary thought, because they're everything, right? Like, that's life right now, is those 3 kids. And so, but yeah, taking time for yourself, it helps you put it into perspective. It reminds you that you are a human being. You have needs, you have desires, you have goals, you have ambitions. Like I said, it focuses me, at least. It helps me reset to be a better parent and to communicate better with them, and just to kind of love them along the way. And it helps you avoid burnout, getting overworked, overstressed with them. It's not going to be healthy for anybody. So you got to take the time for yourself. You got to remember that parenthood, it's a long game too, right? It's just like self-growth, personal development. It's not an overnight success. If you have one, it's going to take you at least 18 years. Damn, that's a long time. I think I don't want to do the math again, but I know that I'm probably going to be in my mid 50s, I think, once my youngest is graduated from high school. That's a long ways, but we got to live in the here and the now and the present. So we just got to live day by day, be the best parents that we can be. Give yourself grace when you make a mistake. Sharpen your saw. Take time for yourself. Be there, right? Be their support system. Love them. Guide them. If they have a goofy question, I love to answer it, right? Lately, the youngest one, he's starting to talk, and man, the conversations. Just the funny little conversations. And then my 4-year-old, almost 4-year-old, the conversations we can have, it's just remarkable. And then my oldest, he's got a heart of gold. And that, that there's some pride there, or there's some frustrations with myself as a parent, because he's got a heart of gold, and it hurts me when I've disappointed him, is how I'll say that, is because he recognizes it, right? He's smart. He's a very smart kid. And so that drives me to be better. That's pain that I've caused on myself, drives me to be a better parent, causes my purpose to be a better parent. But yeah, I give myself grace because I'm not perfect. I can only strive to be better. In those learning moments, right, we got to get over them, and we got to get better. And we do, and really embrace those moments that they give you. For me, I've been a lot more intentional putting my phone down. It's hard with the stress of life, or, with work and everything else, social media, that's toxic, TV, whatever it is, all these outside distractions. But for me, I put the phone down, I turn the TV off, and I try to be as intentional as I can. I try to be as present as I can with them, because I'm not going to get these moments back. And they know when dad's tuned in. They know when dad's either paying attention, or dad, get off your phone, or dad, stop working on the laptop, So, yeah, and I think it's just having the awareness that you can do better. And you want to do better, right? Some people choose not to, and that's, hey, man, that's on you, and no harm, no foul. I got no judgment against you. I just know, for me, I need to be present. I need to be aware, because they're everything. And to give them the love and the affection, and to appreciate the little things. That's something else that we've read a lot lately, and I've been trying to incorporate is, I'll speak on myself. We say no a lot, right? No, don't do this. No, you can't have that. No more TV, whatever it might be. But how often are we praising our kids? How often are we saying, hey man, nice work, way to brush your teeth, you made your bed, hey, you picked up those clothes, you ate all your dinner, right? Encouraging them. So that's something we've picked up, and we've really been a lot more intentional about that, is rewarding, or not rewarding, recognizing those small moments for them, those positive moments, because that's going to build their confidence, that's going to build their self-esteem, is to hear, man, mom and dad are proud, mom and dad are happy, even if it's a little 2-year-old, and hey buddy, you're talking amazing, nice word, did you just say that, good job, right? Like, and that's part of the joy of being a parent, is recognizing and loving those moments. Because like I said, I don't know, there's been a shift in me, at least, where I'm like, I'm not going to get these forever, and it makes me sad, and it fills my heart with joy, though, because yes, it's stressful. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, I don't think I've had a good night's sleep in probably 5 years. But you know what? It's worth it. I can honestly say at the end of the day, even after a chaotic weekend with all three, and Sunday, everybody was bouncing off the walls, waiting for mom to get home, I can honestly say that I wouldn't change it for the world. I can honestly say that, my kids bring more joy to me than I ever thought was possible. Makes me want to be a better person. That was part of why I chose to be better when my wife called me out, was because of my kids, and how I was acting. And they don't deserve that, right? They're just little innocent kids that their heart's just full of gold, and to see the smiles on their faces when you come home from work. If you're having a bad day and your kid doesn't make you smile, I think you need to reassess what your priorities are, and look at yourself in the mirror and ask what's wrong. And I have those days, but I bounce back, and I walk out of that bathroom, and I flip my switch, and I'm present, and I'm there, and the kids bring me joy. It's the little walks along the beach to the park, seeing the joy that they get when they have a cookie. And the little ones go, Dad, you don't have cookies because they have sugar. They know me too well already. Just the little things that they do, man. It's precious. You're never going to get it back, and I don't ever want to lose it. Even though, we joke around and say we can't wait till they're gone. They bring more joy and peace in my life than I've ever thought possible. So yeah, that's just a little my little input on parenting, the highs and lows, the joy of it all, the love that they can bring, their goofiness, their nudge to make you a better person. Use them for your purpose, right? Use them to help drive you to be a better person, to reach your goals, to help drive your goals. Use them for motivation to be a better person, to be a better father, whatever it may be, because they're amazing. At least I know mine are. So yeah, that's a good one. I love my kids. Like I said, when I first started this journey, a lot of it was for them, and now as I continue it, it's slowly becoming more and more and more about them, and ultimately giving them the best life, being the best support system, being there for them, because they're going to need it, right? They're going to have challenges, outside noise, the stress of the world. I encourage you to improve yourself and improve your life for your kids, because they deserve it. Till next time.